pose. There's that. So you can be done with that. Welcome. Hatha yoga on a full moon day, or whenever you want to practice and just bring down any overwhelmed feelings. This style of practice can be very healing. I spread out a blanket to sit on today. Please feel free to use blankets to elevate or cushion. You can also cushion and elevate under your knees. Pause for just a moment, loosely sitting, quieting, centering. Allow your eyes to close. Find the sound of your breathing with your ears. Feel yourself settle in quieter heartbeat, slower breathing. Next time you breathe in, let your eyes open and release up and out of that, taking your leg which is closest to you. Leaving your fingers gives you a nice hold of your heavy leg. Not judging, just there, it's just nature. Thumbs wide. Sit tall. This is our moon day bow practice. We'll just do one leg. Find space between the bones in your spine. Reach to the top of your head. And then you can do some movements with your ankle and foot and toes, just a little loving stretching out, feeling free to let your knee bend. The arms are strong here. The leg firms. Rest your foot, take one more deep breath, sitting tall. Let go with your hands for a moment if you can, and just try to keep that reaching leg energy. And then fold your knee. Release your hip externally, letting the underside of your foot show up towards the sky. And work your foot in towards your midline. This is how we build up towards a lotus pose over time. You can work just where you are. Other side, sit tall, weave your fingers. Find that axial extension of the spine, that not a back bend, not a forward bend or a side bend, but that upward reach. And once you've got that, then a loving attention to your own beautiful foot and toes, that ankle, wow. Speaking of miracles, relax your foot, one more deep breath, sit tall. See if you can take your hands away, just feeling that lift like we use in half moon pose. And then support, bend your knee, rotate out your hip, and guide your foot towards the midline once again. So now a carefully constructed foundation. Lean forward slightly, letting your low back come in and up. Finding space there. Close your eyes, sense the low back. Bring your palms to your legs, wherever they feel restful, and let your shoulders relax down. Balance your head carefully on top of it all so energy can flow from your root to your crown. Breathing deeply 3 times, let sound. Inhale, just picturing that rise of energy, expansion of inhale. The downward and inward energy of exhale. Concentrate the end of your breath into your belly center. Inhale. When you get to the fullness place, that is where we are with the lunar cycle, is the correlation to the breath, is the fullness of breath feeling. Let it reverse and feel balanced by the exhalation. So the groundedness helps balance that heightened feeling of fullness. One more time, breathe deeply, your own speed through the nose. Concentration. Exhale. Into the belly center. Bring your hands together, rest your arms into your body, hug them in there. Rest into your sternum with your thumbs. So you can feel your chest when you exhale with sound. So Om. or vibration or my own sound. Whichever suits you best today in everything. So prepare. Inhale slowly, deeply. Empty, empty. Feel the vibration. Open up your eyes and bring your self over to a twist over to the right side. Sitting tall with that long belly. Catch your opposite knee. Thumb gaze, look back. Let the eyes go off to the side. Find a place where you can breathe deeply and breathe 4 more times. Learning to steady your eyes in the poses so your brain can steady. 1 more breath. Feel your exhale and let it soften you and return you to center. Inhale, long belly, sit tall. Exhale, coming around, belly, ribs, chin, eyes. Look back, twist. 5 breaths, inhaling. If counting helps you steady your brain, you can use the counting. It's approximate. You can also just breathe without worrying about it. The reminder for the last breath helps us make the most of that last breath in the pose. 1 more. And moving with breath, exhale back to center. Let us circle over towards the left side from the hips. Reach out and around with your torso. Just let your hands rest and find your own rhythm here, your own depth. Find circling energy, flowing energy. You can try some softened eyes, kind of half closed eyes. Third eye awareness. Slow down, go the other way when you are ready. This will look like your own practice as it is your own practice. Compassion. Let the energy flow, let your body flow. Feel what flowing feels like, experience that. Slow down. Feel yourself swirl back to center. Feel circling energy in your body and then stillness. Release to your feet with your knees bent. Bring your hands back behind you. Continuing our practice of this preparation. Just think of opening your heart to the sky, to the sun and the moon, the light. Spiral outward your fingers and hands so your chest opens. Press your feet and press your hands. Lengthen your spine and maybe gaze down towards your nose. If it feels good to look upward, you can try that. Third breath, really pressing your hands, trying to activate your muscles. Like you're gonna lift your hips off the ground, but don't lift down front side, getting the light. Breathe 1 more time. And exhale, relax. Release forward. We're bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees apart into a gentle Baddha Konasana shape, where we can do our first little yin practice of this day and round forward into butterfly pose. So it's a non-muscular shape. So feeling sensations across your seat and your low back, where energy will awaken. Relax for 1 minute. You have your breathing to focus upon. Perhaps this abundance of acquired goodness the full moon represents. Leaving some gratitude into our practice today. patient with stillness. Create steadiness with breathing. And just another moment to release with some slowness up and out, and to find your way up to standing. So you can really do anything on your way there. Having a spontaneous, free few moments of coming up and making it so you can stand on the top third section of your mat. Be aware of your patterns in your practice so that they stay positive. Once you come to your feet, take a moment holding your pranic center, your pelvis. This is our sun part of our body, and our belly center. Grounded, strong legs, open feet. Feel that. Close your eyes, feel groundedness. Exhale into groundedness. And then open up your eyes, bring your arms out by your sides. And coming to half moon pose, one kind, is the side bending version. So press the palms, have your knees be a little softened, a little toning in of your navel. So we're gonna reach our arms up, which is not an easy thing to do. Let your whole ribcage lift as you lift your arms up. And then you may straighten your arms to any degree. Press the hands together, side bend to the right. This is not a big movement. Uddiyana Bandha, navel in and up. Press that lower hand up into the upper hand. Steady gaze down at the nose. Breathe one more time. Exhale, stay. Inhale, slowly come to center and bring down your hands and release your arms to your sides. Deep breath. Feel it in your body. Just that one simple thing. Infused with mindfulness, but lift up the arms, hands together, ground in your legs and feet. Tone in your navel, lift your elbows up. Lift the back ribs as well as the front. Then lift the arms straight-ish or so. Over to the left side, right over to the side, not forward or back. You might need a little tail tug energy. Press that lower hand to the upper one. And find your own sweet spot where you are slightly challenged, but you can breathe. Only one more breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale slowly to center. Exhale, release down your hands and arms. Aligning with sun energy for a moment. Just let yourself feel surrounded by light. Think about that star who just happens to be where it is in the universe. And with feeling, breathing in, reaching up, sun thanking poses. Breathing out into forward fold. Go slowly. Flow from one to the next, the halfway lift with an inhale. The heart beams forward. Bend your knees, spread your hands, then exhale, right leg and left leg back. Karlakasana plank. Land in your plank, only one breath. Bring down your knees, release your feet, slowly inhale, upward dog. Don't strain if these breath cues are too far apart. Take extra breaths as needed. And let's come to puppy pose to be very kind to ourselves and get us ready for downward dog. So come down with your knees, tuck under your toes, gently stretch your feet. And let your hands spread open on the earth. Allow your head to rest down, maybe all the way to the forehead center. So you have a sense of an open-heartedness. Deep waves of breath flowing through. All with the sun energy in mind. Just one more breath. Shoulders are off the ears in this pose. They're externally rotated and down into the body. Exhale. Pull yourself up to cow spine. Release your feet, press your hands. Gently lift your heart. Exhale to cat spine. Press the hands round. Tuck everything deeply. Really accentuate that press, those broad shoulder blades. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your low back pretty flat here. Exhale, press hands round. Cat tuck. One more gentle squeeze together, shoulder blades, cow spine. Relax that, downward facing dog, or continuing with your puppy pose work if you would like. If you need to be more grounded, you can keep your knees down. Today's a good day for that choice if you want to make it. So the hands, work them out first. It's the heels of the hands that really have the weight of the body and press so the whole body can help you. Bring down your head. Try to step so your heels can come towards the ground. Find your uplift in your low belly. Two more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Exhale. It's okay if it's shortened. Breathe in again, walk forward with your feet. When you are ready to half lift, stretch and inhale. Exhale, fold to your own degree, letting your knees bend as you need. Lead with the top of your head when you stand up. Press your feet, rise, reach. Maybe the balls of the feet to just go with that upward energy. Exhale, bring it all down into the body, into the earth. Pause for a breath. This idea of aligning yourself with the rhythms of nature. Wide arms like you're scooping them around the light of the sun. Reach out, bring your hands together. Breathe out, bend a little, tip forward, and catch the back of your leg somewhere. Fold yourself in. Hands to the front of the legs, halfway lift, inhale. Bring down your hands, exhale, left leg back first, then the right. Bring down your right knee to the earth for side plank pose. Bring your left foot behind it. And then reach up and open if possible. So you can do lots of things to support yourself here. This is pretty friendly, but you might need both your hands. That's okay. If it's feeling fine, you could lift your back leg and add a little something or straighten both. All right, 5 breaths. Sorry for the long introduction. 2, 3, some determination. We want some sun energy, not just moon energy. 1 more breath. Release to center slowly and carefully. Come back to your child's pose. Walk both arms over to that right side. And you can choose to tuck your toes under if you would like. Rest down your head. Extend the child's pose. Let your breath find its way. Back body, side body. Shifting in the hammock from active to quiet. And once an exhale completes, release to center and set up for the second side. So we have our nice tabletop shape with the upper body, that open spreading hand. Knee right in line with the hand. Foot comes behind. Ground all 3 of those elements. Press and lift your arm if you'd like. Navel in. Just straight up and down with the arm. No need to go past that. Create some strength around your shoulder and your chest with your pressing hand. 1 more time. When your exhale comes, release. Child's pose or toes tuck version, either way. Both arms walk to the left, head goes down, and quieting 5 breaths. Work where it feels positive in your body. One more time. A deep, slow breath. Walk back to center. Work to upward facing dog or cow spine if you'd rather stay on your knees. That way, walk back your knees, press the arms straight, stretch belly, downward gaze. One more deep breath. Press the tops of your feet if you want to try lifting to there. Flip your feet to down dog or knees down and breathe 5 times. Little refinements first, then hold steady. Head hangs free, we get benefits like headstand pose here, we get real blood flow different in the brain. New perspective. 4th breath in and out. See if you can bring weight to your legs. One more breath. And firm your legs, press them back. And let your legs relax. You can step your right foot forward, angle your back heel, rise up to warrior A position. So come up and have a moment to find your feet, to square and ground towards the front of your mat with your pelvis and center your knee. All those preparations, the whole body's involved with the pose. Into your coat sleeves, arms relax. Inhale, arms up. Keep a downward gaze. You can bring your hands together if you like and drive this pose with your back foot. Really press there. Shoulders off the ears. 4th breath, see if you can bring your left hip forward a little, draw your right hip back. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, warrior B. Open to the side, recenter your knee, reach front and back. Don't hold back. Find your own warriors, strong and open-hearted. Breathe 5 times. The sense of reaching the arms away from each other. One more exhale. Reverse warrior. Up and back, keep a downward gaze as a counter to this back bending shape. Do you need to tuck your tail? Learn to center your eyes towards your nose. And slowly transition to the last one here, lean and reach pose, extend and side angle. Gather your fingers together to contain their energy. Let your eyes go to your elbow. And if it's no strain, go out to your hand. One more deep breath. Transition back to downward dog. You could do an upward dog too if you would like. Take your time, not to rush you. So we can approach those with the other side. This nice active part of our practice today. Coming up to warrior A, set your feet, rise, couch your pelvis. Use that intelligence of your fingers and hands to help direct your body into this position. Maybe tuck the tailbone under if your low back needs some space. You'll teach yourself over time. Arms up, gaze down. Over time, your body will learn to do that tail tuck without having to think about it. Become part of the pose for you. Feel yourself releasing tension with these strong poses. Deep breathing. One more time. Exhale, bring down your arms. Inhale, open to the side, warrior B, with a moment to refine your lunge to that side pelvis. Focusing on the dynamic reaching of the arms away from each other. Let yourself feel a little bit fierce. Fourth breath. Grounded in standing poses. One more exhale. Reverse warrior, lean back, lean reach. You can express yourself here, find downward eyes. Like you're trying to look at the tops of your cheeks. Soft in the eyes. Lean and reach. So yoga can help us strengthen our eyes and also allow them some rest in the practice here. So you can just let your gaze go towards your elbow or hand and then try to soften because you don't really need to look at them. You're just holding your eyes steady. One more exhalation. Inhale up and out. Turn to wide feet and step so that you have easy distance feet for Chandra Namaskar, pausing a moment for lunar awareness and alignment. Thanking gratitude for sun and sun practice. Think of softening into moon practice. We touch back in with that side bend that we did earlier. Inhale, arms up. Press your hands, exhale right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, goddess pose. Hands to heart, step out your feet, bend your knees, come down the center line. 5 breaths, nice upright spine, lifted heart. You can take your hands to your thighs. One more exhalation. Press your legs straight, reach out your arms, star pose, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Once more. Flow through the breath. This time, use the inhale to set up your feet for triangle pose to the right side. And your exhale to come over and down into that shape. Not your biggest version of the shape, but just a pose that feels nice today. A little soft, a little more mellow than you might ordinarily do it. And just give you some gratitude for what triangle pose teaches you. All these elements that you've brought together to have this pose in your practice. One more deep breath. Remember to bring your navel towards your spine. Just rise up when you're ready and turn to face your right leg squaring towards the back of your mat. Parsvottanasana. So straight leg forward fold. Bring your arms behind you. Hold your elbows today. Just work today on hugging the arms into the body and just finding your deepest hug back. Lengthen your spine with an in-breath. And go forward slowly. Your front knee can bend in this pose. Did you know that? Do you need that? Try it with a bent knee if you want to. Come on in, 5 breaths or so. Just breathe, just be. Peace of wild things. Everything is this right now. Last breath. Let yourself feel complete. Strong legs rise, release your arms. Open them out, breathe in. Transition to Anjaneyasana, so that back knee is coming to the floor. So we're coming down to a lunge position with the back knee down. Letting the knee come out towards the toes. Keep your shoulders relaxed, so real awareness of your rib cage, your breathing, your lung space. Finding ease in your upper body. And then maybe taking the hands to the sacrum, got fingers, pinkies together, and you can just encourage forward a little bit with your pelvis. Open across your heart and lift your face, eyes to nose. Find your own sweet depth in this pose. One more time. Press firmly your front foot to release. Use your hands to come to side facing on your mat to side lunge. Knee heading out towards the toes. You can be up on the leg or down on the floor. And then we flow as I decide to transition between that side and the coming one. Let your knee go out towards your toes on each side. Find a little flow. Take away any counting energy. And slow down here and go all the way in to each side for yourself. Where is that? Very chill with it all. Go to each side one more time with full sense of where does that feel right. Over to the other side. Feel your footprints grounding. So release carefully to Anjaneyasana, second side, facing the front of your mat. Come to your low lunge. Rib cage awareness. Find your foundation. Hands to sacrum. Pelvis forward a little bit, knee forward. Open across your heart. One more time, breathing out. Press the front foot to release. Take away the hands. Coming up to standing with the legs straight, facing forward. Time to catch your elbows. Hold the other way. Just hug it up behind you as much as you can. Long spine, follow, exhale to forward fold. Remember, on the other side, try with a knee bend if you like. That's one of the variations that you can work with in this shape. Straighten the leg if it feels right for you and breathe. Last time. Rise up with in-breath. Release your arms. Transition to triangle pose, turning pelvis to the side, back toes to the side, over and down into your soft triangle pose. One more breath. Rise, return to center, and exhale to goddess again. Turn out the toes, lower down, and bring your hands to your legs. Let's take the right elbow under the left, and you can hug from the front and shoulder hug, or bring arms to eagle and breathe. Open out to star pose, following your inhalation. Go to the other side with your exhale. So staying with shoulder hug or eagle arms. Open feet. A little squeeze in your glutes to help you stand. Unwind your arms, release open and out into star with easy legs. And circle back to center, stepping in. A little side bend to the right. Come up and a little side bend over to the left. Come on. Step to the top section. Pause a moment with your pinky side of your hands together or disperse and you're listening. And then seal it up into your heart. Time to come down to the earth. Reach up in a way that feels good to you. Take a deep breath in. Fold forward. Let your knees bend. Let your chest rest on your legs. Palms up, head down. Another deep breath. One more. Bend your knees enough so you can flip over your hands. Come through and sit down. You can do the up dog, down dog on your way, or just work your way down and sit. So yogi's choice. Time to take it easy. Let's come right into Janu Sirsasana. Straightening out your right leg, folding your left one in. A little length in the torso and head out over your straight leg. So we get some lateral and some twisting in this pose. Connect somewhere with your foot or the floor or your leg and bring down your head. Just relax and breathe. The pose is the teacher, the practice is the teacher. Sometimes that's one of the ways that we talk about this work. It's your customized thing. Let that teach you what it teaches you today and find it on the other side. Getting to know these over time, the essential poses to the practice. They can be elevated, a little rotation, a little lateral as you come out of that straight leg. When you are ready, out and down. Let your breath be deep. One more exhalation. Rising up, and let's come to the back body. Go ahead and pause while we do that. Pause for a moment here to put your socks on, your long sleeves, your hoodie, and have any comfort items that you need for Shavasana today, especially long practice. So eye covering, pillows. It's your house. You can have all your favorite stuff. I encourage you to. Treating yourself. Let us open our front body to the sky in bridge pose. Just coming up into I call this sustainable bridge, where you just come up into a way that you can hold it. You don't have to worry about how long. Let your feet press the earth. Your front body opening gently. Securely centered on the back of your skull. Focus a little bit on releasing tension just across the front of your hips. You stay folded there so much of the time in some way. Let that be open. Let the fronts of your legs be open. Hands open and soft. Notice the next time you breathe out and bring your spine down to the earth slowly. Feel it land. Low back will come away from the earth once again. And let us bring the knees in and do a yin hold of happy baby or knees to chest pose. So now you can slide your blanket underneath your head if you want to, or your pillow. So you can start to cushion. Maybe you need it underneath the back of your body. Plenty of time, plenty of space. One variation here that takes effort out is to bring your arms behind your legs and fold your knees in. And then you can let your hands hold on. And that just takes away some of the effort of holding your legs. Find your own place where you feel some good work. Yin, we take away the muscular effort and we stay bravely present with the sensations of our body. Can be strong sometimes. Make sure it's not painful. Focus on stillness. And releasing slowly from this shape to a shape that allows you to open the front of your hips again. So we just did that folding in there. So either a bridge or legs out. Just have a moment for resting. Just receive that information. Relax and enjoy your breathing. Peace and wild things. And now an invitation to a yin lying twist. So you may allow this shape to look the way it looks in your body. You may support with cushioning. So one, you can come across, you can do crossing the legs, both knees. But with yin, you want it to be just loosely constructed. Something that feels restful. Take care to prop or cushion if you need it. And then turn your head away from your knees and have an openness across your heart as we stimulate lung energy here. Hold still and breathe. So that transition at the beginning, getting used to the shape, making sure that you're okay to stay where you are. And now the settling in. The body beginning to prepare for resting stillness with soft hands, soft face. A slow invitation to release back into a stretched out pose or bridge pose. And the invitation for that yin lying twist on the other side. Some time for the arrangement if you need it. Yourself feel all set so that you can relax. So you can have a hand on your heart center or belly if you like. They can both reach out. Just let yourself relax. Let your head turn. Soften completely. And breathe deeply. Observing how slowly you breathe when you're still. How the inhale doesn't rush into the exhale, nor the exhale into the inhale. Observing that cycle once again. And one more time, perhaps visualizing the moon as it grows and recedes, waxing and waning. Inhale, waxing moon. Full moon. Exhale, waning moon. Gradually shrinking. Empty. New moon. New moon is right where the inhale begins. Allow yourself to release to center and to Shavasana pose, resting pose. Taking a little time if you need to with your proppage, so that you're comfortable. You can tuck yourself in around your feet. Just make sure that your body is able to relax and release from wherever you have arranged. That your spine is long. We want the free flow of energy through the center of the body, the axial body. So you might need to bring your flesh of your seat down towards your heels a little bit, and then also the shoulder blades on the back of the body. So we want to just set the back of the body first. And then the hips come out of the center of our bodies. Let's focus there, maybe hands to hips, just to send a message of that softening deep inside there. All the support of the hips allows to rest here. For softness to travel down the legs. Feel the upper legs, the fronts of them, let them soften. Relax around your knees. If you're someone who has tightness in your knees here, maybe you would benefit from a pillow or something under your knees. Knowing these things about ourselves so we can take care. Now the lower legs, feeling your fleshy part of your leg behind and the bony shin in the front, let it all be soft. Ankles, feet in a neutral position, toes relaxed. Okay, just drift into your own space, your own heart space. And these guiding words can be a layer that's removed from you, maybe far away, allowing that release of the upper body. Now we are grounded across our upper back and the center of our skull. Letting the ribs be light and free. Breath light and free. Shoulders tend to hang on. Ask them to be soft. Just like we did with our hips, think of them inside the body. Let all the supportive musculature relax so that ease flows down to the hands and fingers. Try to release any conscious control of your breathing. Breath is still present for you, so use it as a tool if you need it. There's plenty of time to relax and rest. If you're sleepy, you can sleep. Just float in this space of non-doing. allowing any knots around your heart to soften. Any tension in the brain, soften. Allow yourself to be rejuvenated, taking the time, giving the time to yourself. It's a process. Keep letting go. Settling in can be in phases. You might change something if you feel you need to or want to. Let your hands rest on your body. Letting the breathing continue to release tension and holding. Optionally, guiding your breath through the left side of your nose. Not a big change, just a subtle one. The moon breathing. A direct line to your parasympathetic nervous system. And with that breathing, allowing all the organs inside of you to relax and soften, for them to feel free from stress. For any concerns or judgments or tension there to release. The nervous system traveling around the body, connecting with it all. Is there a part of you that would benefit from a little extra love and support right now? Is it your heart or your eyes, your belly, your stomach? Something specific, some part of you if you want to. Read left side. Visualizing your nervous system soft and calm around that part of your body. Allowing for healing. Visualizing wellness. And allowing that visualization of wellness to extend to your entire physical body. Starting a slow awakening process. So maybe just letting your eyes have light again, keeping them closed, but uncovering them if they're covered. Let your limbs release a little wider from your body. And you'll open front and back. Let the breath come back into both sides of the nose again. If it's moving towards the left, just feel how the right channel activates as well. And a slow transition to seated. It'd be nice to go to either side for a moment and curl in. But if you like to just rock up first, you may do that. It's nice to think of bringing with you all that has been generated by this time you've given yourself in practice. Return to where we begin, feeling fulfilled and grounded. Let that reflection of the light of the sun and the full moon be a time to be grateful for the abundance in your life. More of that to come. Thank you so much for joining. It feels so good to take this time to practice and let these benefits be received. Thank you.
Thanks, Blossom. Have a good weekend.
You're welcome, Joanne.
Gotta run.